Now another great exercise utilizing the tubing is a external humeral rotation exercise. And there's a lot of variations. And again, how you position yourself relative to the anchor point, how high the anchor point is. If it was a little bit lower, I might choose to do seated. Here I'm gonna do standing. One thing I like to have clients do is place the resistance in your hand, or even use a cuff link that you can attach here. So now you're not even worrying about the muscles that cross your wrist joint and your fingers and everything. You can't even, if you're limited with your equipment, you can slide this up, place your hand through it, and now what you have is a point where you're no longer having to use your hands. So this exercise is no longer relying on your wrist and forearm strength. It's focusing all on your shoulder. And so again, I like to walk laterally with my hand lined up with the shoulder till I feel tension, knowing that that muscle group is working just to maintain that. And then from there, I let it pull me back, and then I just bring it right back to that neutral position. Right here, I'm not necessarily trying to move past this. I'm not trying to maximize my range of motion on this. When we're doing resistance exercises, yes, we want to go to where our body can control, but also understanding that some of these exercises are in sensitive areas, are in areas that you have a history of issues with, and our rotator cuff muscles are big external rotators. And everyone knows about the rotator cuff because it's common to have issues with it. And so again, because of that, and since it's common to have issues, and a majority of us have had some type of shoulder acute issue, short-term pain, that just going to this position, especially when you have loaded resistance, is an appropriate thing to do. Then, when you don't have resistance, working the range of motion, or maybe utilizing a different style of resistance, or even changing your body's positions. These are all things that are going to help you manage the discomfort that you go through and may experience with your shoulder, and help you start getting to where you get greater function by getting you stronger in ranges of motion that you can control and that don't further irritate your body.